So welcome to our review of Dragon Quest Builders 2. And I gotta say, this has made Kim extremely happy.
I'm so happy
to be playing this game because her favorite game, one of her favorite games of all time, her second favorite game of all time, was Dragon Quest Builders, the original game. And I want to thank Square Enix for sending over the review copy. And I gotta admit, when the game was announced, the first game, I was like, well, I don't really like Minecraft style games. It's, but I do like Dragon Quest, so I was kind of attracted to it in that way. And Kim started playing the first game, and what happened?
The addiction.
Yes, the addiction was real.
The addiction really set in on this game. I remember, when I was playing it till, midnight, and I went to bed for a couple of hours, and I just woke up and, gotta start building my town.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me you were dreaming about the game and all that. And let me say, back then, I had to leave the room at certain times because Kim would build an entire town up, and she was so proud of it. And then monsters would attack it, and she would be screaming, trying to fight them and rebuild her town.
It was so heartbreaking.
I know.
It was so heartbreaking.
And especially that bird that attacked.
Oh, that bloody bird.
Oh my god, that you had to shoot with the crossbow?
Yes, and
crazy.
It was our friend Jay who gave me a good tip on how to deal with it. But it completely destroyed my town in the first go. I think I cried a bit.
Yeah, maybe. I know I did. I just left the room. I'm like, I can't be in here. It's freaking me out.
I think it's because with that town, I spent so much time on it. I'm like, you know what? I'm really going to make this look pretty. Yeah. It's going to be gorgeous. And then sure enough, it was obliterated. Yeah,
it's funny, and that kind of leads us into the second game, and the addiction is real again.
Yes.
And the problem is, this is a problem, the game is so much bigger.
So much bigger.
So much more open world. It's a little daunting.
It was.
It will overtake you at the beginning. Yeah. But the wonderful thing is, it's an open world where you can take your time.
Yeah.
You don't have to rush through it. You can just sit there and build everything up, harvest for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing all the time really in this game. It's just harvesting for items and growing crops and stuff like that.
That's definitely a big part in this game I've noticed. In the first one, not so much. It was make a little farm or whatever and that was it. But this is really kind of focusing on this part of it, which is fine. I mean, it gives it another aspect to it, which I like. But definitely it was overwhelming when I first started it. I mean, it is a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger.
It really is. I mean, those trailers when that guy's screaming it all out.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is much, much bigger.
It's bigger, and then all of a sudden you start playing, you're like, this is that bigger.
It is, and I'm happy.
Yeah, but the great thing is in this one, you're not alone. In the other one, you had townspeople, but now you have a friend, Malroth.
Yes, I'm so happy about that guy. He's helping me out when I go and fight monsters. Yes. He's also fighting with them. With me, and anytime I'm trying to collect items or stuff, he's also doing it. So it kind of helps it. It kind of makes it go hey, I'm getting more than what I was before.
Double, almost. It's not just you harvesting. You have a friend kind of harvesting with you.
Yeah, and you don't feel alone because when you go off, and you're going far away from your town, and you feel alone when you're not with anybody. With Malroth, I'm like, hey, I got a buddy.
And he's always talking to you. He's always chatting with you and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of fun, So you're never alone. That's a really big aspect. Yeah. And there's a lot of different ways to travel in this game. You can fast travel, which is really good. If you find an orb, you can travel to that section.
Yes.
And also you have the glide.
You can glide
which is so cool.
That was a cool idea. Kind of reminds me of
Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild,
yeah. A little bit. Yeah, for sure. I know.
Taker.
But it's a fun way, another way to explore the world.
Yeah.
And it also has 4-player multiplayer where you can get together with your friends and build the most ridiculous things you have ever seen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and the Japanese have had this game since December, and the things they've already built will blow your mind. They've gone nuts, and it's going to be amazing to see what the rest of the world will build now. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
It is, and it's true when they say that. For me, I don't know how they can spend hours on these, but honestly, they do a good job.
Yeah, and I know what you mean, working with your fellow friends. And could you imagine you build something up and your friend's smashing it down? You're like, no, don't do that.
Or they mess up and say, how come that wall's too far in? It's supposed to be far out.
I know. The arguments will ensue. I can already see it now.
Because it is very much Minecraft oriented, and I haven't played Minecraft, but I like the idea behind it. In this game, it's more focused on the building.
Yes.
The first one, yes, you build your town, and then once that's complete, you move on to the other one, but this one is more we gotta concentrate. It is about the builders.
Yeah.
It is about making it into that, and I like it. I mean, the addiction is flaring.
Yeah, and you live in a world where Hargon, he hates the builders. He wants to destroy the builders.
Everybody else hates the builders.
I know. Everybody's like, kind of rallying around him and all that, and you're trying to, build all this stuff up, and you're fighting against monsters, and you're leveling up. I gotta say that there's no shortage of things to do in this game. There's too much to do, and it's a wonderful thing. And that's the thing, if anybody said to us, how long would this game take you to complete? That's an impossible question to answer, because you might just spend hours with your friends building. For hundreds of hours. Yeah. Or in this game alone, you could spend 40 hours in the first 10 hours just getting all sorts of different materials, for building your town. So, yeah, that's another thing. This game, I know we're saying a lot. You can't wrap your head around how big it is.
No, I think what it was is the first game, I remember when it ended, I was like, to me it felt too short because I wanted more.
Right.
And now they're like, all right, we'll give you more. And you're kind of like, huh.
It's a little much.
It's a little much, but also very exciting.
And so there's a day and night system. There's obviously a weather system, so you'll be running around and it starts raining at times.
Even what's really cool is I went underwater quickly, and then I popped up, and even on the camera, there was little droplets of water.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's a good touch right there.
And you bring up another good point of the water. In this game, you can build under the water.
Under the water.
And think of the possibilities there.
Yeah.
And we have the classic Dragon Quest music again, which I like. It's funny because I'm in the other room and Kim's playing all the time, and I'm like, that's Dragon Quest 6.
Wow.
And I'm like,
such an ear for this music.
I came in the other room and I'm like, oh my God, I said, I remember this, I was 22 years old when I first played Dragon Quest 6. I'm 45 now, and I still remember that music. And there's a lot of past Dragon Quest music in this game, so it's very nostalgic for all the people who do remember all of the old tracks, because they all are classic tracks.
I love that they do that, though, that they bring you back to remembering what it was back in the day.
Yes.
Just with the music alone. It's really well done.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that it's all about building, it's about harvesting items and all that, and building up your town and making that thrive. But it's also the world. There's so many different kinds of environments. There's snow, there's deserts. There's so many different kinds of environments, including classic Dragon Quest monsters that you're fighting. Watch out at night, because they become a little bit tougher. They will kick your ass. And another thing to say is you can build vehicles in this game.
Yep.
Yes, the possibilities are endless.
As they keep saying, because it is. It's a remarkable game thus far. Yeah. I really enjoy it. I really do.
Oh, it's so fun. And for anybody who enjoyed the first Dragon Quest game, and you're like, I wanted more, as you said, you wanted more.
Yes.
Builders 2 successfully delivers in that regard, and then some. It's almost over-delivering. It's almost like, oh my God, it's overwhelming. But that's the fun of it. So if you've never played a Dragon Quest Builders game, I'll say this. Do you like Minecraft? You might say, no, I'm not really a big fan of Minecraft.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, but if you like Dragon Quest, and you're like, well, I'm kind of curious about the building thing.
Yes.
It is super addictive. This is why Kim got into this. Like, Kim is in the other room just harvesting items over and over, and building stuff and getting recipes for building new towns and new places.
Also, like, you start off with a small room, add in a little extra something, it changes the whole room.
Right.
Everybody gets excited about it. Your town levels up.
Yeah.
It's just, again, it's endless. It's so much fun.
Yes.
And I just want to go back.
Yeah, for sure. I know, and it's just like, it's funny, as I say, people are like, oh, how long will this game take? This is going to take Kim all summer.
I want it to. That's the thing. I want it to. I want to drag it out as much as I can.
I want to drag him out. Oh, yes, I know. I had to do a stupid drag.
What?
Hey, also, just before we finish the review, you got to show everybody your earrings. Kim got these earrings a long time ago. They're slime earrings. Yes. And she's putting them in, and I said, nobody's even going to see. You got your hair down. You know, but I thought that is such a cool little thing.
You spoil me with jewelry.
I don't even remember when I got that from back in the day. I don't
that was
remember.
after Dragon Quest 9 when I first started.
Yeah. So, you know, we're going to have to score this. Here's an interesting thing. What would you give the first Dragon Quest Builders game? What would you, because you never scored back in the day.
Now
looking back.
I give that one probably an 8.5.
Yeah.
Only because I did want it longer.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
This one right now we're sitting at around a 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just for the possibilities, and I think it's because you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here.
Definitely.
You really are. And it's on the Nintendo Switch. It's on the PlayStation 4.
Yep.
I don't know. If you're curious, jump in. I mean, it's really an interesting series. You guys know with us here, we're crazy Dragon Quest fans, but this game turned Kim upside down, quite literally, and made her become a fanatic for this. And then when we were doing your top 10 list, and you're like, my number 2 game, because I didn't know, was Dragon Quest Builders. I was like, what?
Why?
Like, what? I was like, really? And as I say, I'm usually sitting on the couch watching, cheering you on like your townspeople are.
You're so great. It's such a support system.
Such a support system. It's a lot of fun. So, guys, we just want to come in here and talk a little bit about Dragon Quest Builders today. So, anyways, guys, until next time.